Hey guys, how you going? Hope you're all doing very well. Tonight I'm going to be doing another contest entry. I'm always looking to support my friends here on YouTube whenever possible. I have to issue an apology to start with. I know that I have been missing quite a few contests lately, but my mind has really been elsewhere. It's been a very tough week and a bit, so I'm just really sorry about that. And whenever I get a chance, I will support my friends. But if I've missed your contest, please forgive me. The next contest you have, I will be there. So I'm really sorry, but as I said, my mind really has been elsewhere and it's been really tough. So I'm going to do this entry for my good friend Marco. Now, my last video was another contest entry for another good friend of mine, Danny, DJBoy3275. So if you haven't checked that contest entry out yet and you haven't subscribed to him yet, please do yourself a favor and click on the subscribe button. You won't regret it. And you also won't regret subscribing to this guy, Marco. My good friend Marco, I've known him for quite a while. He has really good videos. He runs really good contests. So I'm always, happy to see that his channel is doing well. He had to make a new channel, so that is really kicking off as well. No surprise. The way he is, of course, it's only natural that he's going to get followers. So he's got 100 plus subs, and I'm sure that he'll get many hundreds more. So what he wanted to know was what our favourite exploitation, sexploitation films were, and what our least favourite exploitation, sexploitation films were. So I'm not really into the exploitation side of film. I've got a few of them. I liked a few of them, but I'm even lesser known to the sexploitation subgenre. So my entry might be a little bit lame, but hopefully it still proves valuable enough to be considered as an entry. So I'm going to have two films that I'm going to show off as my favourite films of these. Now, one of them is a classic and the other one is an Ozploitation movie. So I know I'm bending the rules a little bit, but I wanted to include it into this video because no one has ever heard of this film. It's a movie that had been lost for 50 years. It had been found in 2009 and it got distributed on DVD for the first time ever. So the chances are this has gone under everybody's radar, and I do feel it kind of borders on sexploitation as well. So I hope that I am allowed to include this. So I'm going to get into it. I'm going to show you what my favourites were, and then I'm going to show you what my least favourite was. So my favourites, this is a classic, everybody knows it, Rape Revenge film, I Spit on Your Grave. I wasn't quite certain whether or not I would like this, but I really liked it. Doesn't make me a sicko, I just like the fact that there was a female in the dominant role, and that she was to be feared over the men. It's a classic. It is the classic tale of female empowerment. The Day of the Woman is another title, which I actually think was a little bit better, but I Spit in Your Grave is still pretty cool. Really hard to watch, especially the rape scene, the gang rape, and then it's quite satisfying to see when she has her revenge. So, classic movie. You don't need me to talk about it because you've probably already all seen it. Now, the movie I'm going to be showing you from Australia from the 70s. This is The Forgotten Gem, and this movie is called Wake in Fright. Now, I'm not going to give a full-blown description on this one. I'm going to review it soon. But I will say that this is on par with Mad Max. Now, it is a very different film from Mad Max. It's not set in the future, it's set in the outback, and it shows you how dangerous the outback can be with the locals. It's about a teacher, a well-respected teacher in the outback, who is going back to Sydney. Now, he's from Britain, but he's working in the outback as a teacher. He's going to catch a train to Sydney, but then he stops over at an outback town, another outback town, for a night. And he's only planning to stay there for one night, but he ends up staying there for 5 nights, and he turns from a decent citizen into a loudmouth, low-life drunk. And there is even implied rape between a man and a man, so really disturbing at what this teacher actually becomes, what he resorts to. And there's also a very disturbing and brutal kangaroo hunt scene in this film. Now, the kangaroo hunt was real-life footage taken from a cull. Now, these professional shooters, but it was included into the film to make it look like it was the locals that were shooting them. So the kangaroo hunt, these kangaroos weren't killed for the movie. It was just real footage put into it just to make it look like. So it's very hard to take that kangaroo hunt, and it's very hard to take how this guy, very, very gradually changes from a good person to somebody who is totally different. So Wake in Fright, I will be doing a review very soon, but if you like your Ozploitation, this is one of the better ones. Very disturbing, but don't let the M rating put you off. A lot of it is implied, but yeah, it really is a disturbing ride, and I really liked it. Then my least favourite sexploitation film has to be Bitch Slap. Now, I like the title Bitch Slap, and I thought I was going to get into something that obviously isn't serious, and it was just a lot of fun. But for me, it really didn't work. I thought it was just stupid, and I'm sorry if you liked it. I didn't mind Run Bitch Run, which is another film of the same sort of insane title. But Bitch Slap really didn't work for me. I need a little bit more than just looking at really good looking women in skimpy outfits. But yeah, it just didn't work for me. It was one of my least favourite sort of films from that particular subgenre. So yeah, that is my entry. I hope it is acceptable, and hopefully you got a bit of value out of this. Hopefully soon I'll be doing reviews again. As I said, I've had a pretty tough week and a half. So yeah, hopefully I'm back on my feet before you know it, and I'll be doing reviews. So that's it. Until next time, keep watching movies, and I'll see you later.